Hello, and welcome to another update video about ADA. Yeah, ADA just cannot really get off the ground here. This is the ADA weekly chart where we're tracking a potential impulse into the 2021 highs, and then basically as a wave one and now a wave two to the downside. There are a couple of ways how this can be done. One scenario that I'm observing is obviously that the wave one actually finished here a little earlier in 2021, May 2021, and then we had an A wave down, a high B wave, and all of this is a C wave to the downside. And we then basically in the C wave, we're looking at a five wave move. We have a small 1-2 setup up here. Then all of this was a third wave. This is now basically a fourth wave triangle, and then we get one more low in a wave 5 to round about here 13 to 15 cents. We talked about that. There are some Fibonacci levels that point towards that region. This is one scenario that I observe. So like that basically, okay. And yeah, based on this scenario, we should be nearly there. A wave, B wave, C wave. So I need to make that yellow so that you get the count. This would be a very, very long C wave though, but it's valid. And in this wave 4, I would be watching a triangle. I'm watching a triangle. We're watching that triangle currently on the smaller time frames. A wave, B wave, C wave. This now could be a D wave low, and then one more high in an E wave. Should be a lower high though. And then it could break down, one more low currently expected. In a slightly different interpretation, and in my opinion, this is getting more and more likely. It's getting more and more likely. I have to say that the wave 1 actually peaked, I think it was in September 21, not in May. It's also possible. You can count it both ways. Just different interpretations, okay? And then we are coming down now in this ABC pattern, and we moved down in an A wave. This here is a B wave triangle, which basically ended in September last year. And we're now coming down in a C wave. It doesn't change much. It would potentially unlock a little lower, prices a little lower, but they don't have to. So in this wave count, we're now in the C wave. And in this scenario, we have a wave 1 complete, bottomed here in January. Then the wave 2 complete. The wave 3 might be complete, not entirely clear, might be complete. The wave 4 might be complete in an ending diagonal. And we now just do the wave 5. So one more low, also here expected. But it doesn't really have the right look, so I'm observing, okay, is this wave 4 maybe resetting a little higher? Is the wave 3 still running? It's a bit ambiguous. It doesn't really have the right look, this sort of ending diagonal pattern here. But it's something I'm observing, of course, yeah. And then we could say, okay, maybe it's not a triangle, maybe it's doing this. And we just sort of follow this trend line lower. That's another interpretation I'm following on the ADA chart. Yeah. But in both scenarios currently, another low is anticipated. And it really takes a break at the very least above what I have labeled here at 38.5 cents, which is the 10th of July high, yeah, 38.5 cents, I would say, to really indicate something more bullish is going on. Until we break above that level, my base case will be that we are seeing a lower low on these charts, on the ADA chart. Doesn't really matter which scenario it is. As you can see, both are sort of pointing more directly to the downside here in a wave 2. And in terms of Fibonacci retracements, the 13.2 cent level is going to be relevant. But there are some further Fibonacci extensions that we can then talk about when we have some clarity. If it's forming a triangle or this ending diagonal. Basically, if we follow a triangle, yeah, this is now the 4-hour chart. In a triangle, the price should, before breaking below 24 cents, move higher into the 30 to 34 cent region. We're quite close to that level. So the 24 cent level for me is quite an important pivot point. A break below that will make more direct lower lows very likely. At the moment, I'm observing still, and that's in line with the previous updates, if we have here a small 1-2 setup, which would be part of an A wave in a larger ABC structure, which again would form that last wave of the triangle. Yeah, if we get that lower high, I'm gonna leave the triangle on the chart if we break below 24 cents, I think we have to emphasize the idea of this kind of diagonal pattern to the downside that I've been observing. But even in the diagonal pattern that I've been talking about, we're probably forming a small triangle here. But we will see. I mean, it all depends now on the 24 cent level. I don't have much confidence it's going to hold. So while I have a setup here on the chart, a potential 1-2 setup, this is not a high confidence setup, as I explained in recent videos, because you just don't have that larger uptrend, which is sort of supporting that potential short-term uptrend. We're just moving, are largely in a downtrend, as you have just seen, and within the downtrend, more or less in a sideways range. So speculating for upside, it's something that we've got on the chart because the pattern allows for it. And it would fit the triangle wave count nicely, but it could stretch out, it can take longer, it can be choppy and things like that. That's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find the links in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.